Okay, so basically we have two solutions for Solax. One is the DC coupled and the AC coupled. This one is the DC coupled, and as you can see, the DC coupled all-in-one solution is like an inverter with a battery storage included. So it's like an all-in-one solution with a hybrid inverter on the side and the battery storage behind the inverter. From the AELIO solution, the DC coupled, you have the 50 or 60 kilowatt inverter with a 100 kilowatt or a 200 kilowatt hour storage capacity. You can order with any of them, and one inverter can work with two cabinets. So the range is from 100 to 400 kilowatt hour capacity on the DC side, and the 50 or 60 kilowatt inverter. And the DC, that was the DC coupled, and for the AC coupled solutions, you have the AELIO series. It's a air-cooled or liquid-cooled solution. The air-cooled one is 215 kilowatt hour, and the liquid cooling is 261 kilowatt hour. The solution is the same, like just in Huawei. You can connect it to the grid, and it will communicate through the EMS hardware. And each of the DC and AC coupled solutions have the asymmetric output for the AC side. So basically you can use it for off-grid solutions also. And for the DC, you can oversize the PV size with 200%. So it's really a good advantage if you have, let's say, a 50 kilowatt inverter and you install 100 kilowatt peak PV panels. You can use actually 100 kilowatt in the same time, because you can feed back to the grid with 50 kilowatt, and you can store the electricity in the battery with 50 kilowatt in the same time. So basically, a 50 kilowatt inverter can use or utilize 100 kilowatt PV capacity. It also has the EPS function on the inverter, so you can use it in off-grid, and it can switch to off-grid mode in 10 milliseconds. So it's really just like the residential solutions, but in a large scale. And of course, you can connect multiple units in parallel if you need the bigger system. From Deye solutions, we have the GF60 and the GF120. It's made of Bose batteries with a 50 kilowatt hybrid inverter on the side that you have to purchase separately. It's good to know that. Basically, it's the Bose's outdoor version, all-in-one packed solution, pre-assembled in the factory. You just have to install it, but don't have to do the connections inside the batteries, because it's pre-made already for you. You just have to install the inverter on the side, connect the DC cables and the AC to the inverter, and you're good to go. Really quick installation. So this was the all-in-one solutions, but for the modular solutions, I would say all-in-one solutions are good in a smaller scale, let's say until 1 megawatt hour storage. But if you would like to go beyond the 1 megawatt hour storage, I think it's more feasible to use a modular solution. For example, in our case, the CATL and Kehua. In large-scale solutions, CATL will providing only the DC side, so only the battery storage, and Kehua will be the PCS, which is the inverter for the battery storage. And in these large scales, we are using mainly two models from CATL. The smaller one is the NR1 Plus. It's the one that you can see on the left. It's a 255 kilowatt hour cabinet. And the large one is the NRC Plus. It's a 4 megawatt hour standard 20-feet container battery storage. From the PCS side, we have three different models. The smaller one that you can see on the front, it's a 100 kilowatt modular 400 volt model. It's 100 kilowatt. On the left, its model is 1.2 mega from until 1.7 mega, so it's a large scale. And in the right side, it's the 100 kilowatt to 500 kilowatt with the built-in transformer, so you can use that for off-grid solutions also. So here you can see the main differences. The left one is the cabinet size solution. It's 400 watts and TNC grid connection. So it has the built-in transformer. It has the 5 cables for the phases and the neutral and the ground. But the right side, the 100 kilowatt version, it's connected to the grid on an EIT side, so just 4 wires without the neutral. So that's the main difference. So basically, the IT connection is recommended for PV parks, for example, where you don't have the neutral line, only the ground and the 3 phases. And the TNC connection is recommended for appliances where you have any kind of load connection, for example, a factory. And these are the bundles that you can put together. So basically, if you are thinking about the cabinet solutions, it's going to be always the modular 100 kilowatt PCS or the transformer included 100 to 500 kilowatt PCS, because these can be implemented in small scale solutions. And if you would like to go for the large scale solutions, I would say like above 4 megawatt hour capacity, then it's going to be the container size solution with the container size PCS. As you can see on the picture, it's not only just one PCS, it's two PCSs inside the 20 feet standardized container, and it also includes the transformator and the medium voltage switchgear inside. So it's like a 20 feet container that you can connect to the battery, and on the other side you can already connect to the middle voltage side, so before the transformator on an existing PV plant, for example. The base warranties and optional extras that you can have, actually for the batteries there are 3 years base warranty that you can extend to 20 years. For the PCS you have 5 years warranty in basic, and you can extend it to 10 years. For CATL, the depth of discharge, the DOD is 100%, so there's no restriction of having some extra, leaving some extra energy in the battery. You can use the 100% capacity. And also, we can also supply all of the products with the battery cell that has the 5-year zero degradation possibility. So in the first 5 years, the battery cell will not degrade anything at all. And for installation, if we do the installation for you and we do the O&M, we can give you 5 years installation warranty. And if we just do the installation and our job is ended here, then it's going to be 2 years for installation warranty. And also for services, because this whole utility scale projects and the business is just starting in the whole Eastern Europe, we would like to support you from the engineering point. If you would like to go with CATL solutions and you're not familiar with it, we can be the ones to help you from the engineering point already. So since you start the permitting processes for the DSO and TSO, we can help you with the single line diagram. We can give you all the technical details from CATL that you need to know. And also, if the permitting is done and it's ready to build, we can help you with the EPC work. We can guide you, we can help you how to install it, to have and keep the warranties from the factory. And also, if the installation is done, then of course we can do the commissioning and we can help you to do the O&M by yourself. So basically, we would like to support you from the beginning of the project until the commissioning date, and afterwards, of course. And question and answer, if you have any questions related to like what we have today, just feel free to ask it. If not, then thanks for coming and see you next time.